I like turtles.
Tactical Santa, where'd you come from? Welcome to a very cold and otherwise brisk day, apparently, at the TacPack shop. We're gonna talk about the September Plus box today, and we have a special guest. What's your name?
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius Jr., JR.
No, the thing about the TacPack shop, it's either a furnace or a freezer. Like, there's no middle ground.
Well, what do you mean? Hold on, we got, just to be clear, we got that big dog up there pumping out tons of heat into the office. No, I know. I know. So the TacPack Plus for September was really kick-ass, and we're gonna start off with, actually, I'm gonna start off with my favorite bit of Plus box item, but of the standard box, my favorite bit was the Nomad combo.
Yeah.
So it's a hand stop, forward hand stop. Actually could be put on the reverse too to stop your hand this way. But it's a hand stop. It's really a Barricade stop on the front, and it's got this rail scale here. I'm gonna attempt to show this to the camera and then zoom back in. So the Nomad defense unit is very slim profile, very minimalist design, really sturdy, really rigid, and it goes nicely on the end of your rail to provide a Barricade stop, or you could reverse it with the rail scale and do a hand stop. So it's very versatile, perfect for that next AR build that you're doing.
One thing I really liked about Nomad when they pitched this item to us, they wanted to throw in the rail scale, which usually we get pitched 4 grips or little units, but the addition of the rail scale really like ups the value and ups the practicality and usage.
And it gives you the same circumference around with that. I thought that was a really nice addition too. In fact, to your point, for something that, you know, that flat part right there goes down, to then dip off and towards the rail profile would feel less natural than having
way less.
The rail panel. We'll call it a rail panel. Rail scale might be a patented name, but the rail panel is a really nice addition. It's very complete and modular in not only the design of the product, but their mindset with bringing the product to TacPack so that it would be a complete unit for someone to kind of plug and play.
Yeah.
Really great idea. Really great point too.
Yeah, Nomad Defense, kind of a newer partner. They worked with us in the Glock box, and now they're getting into the monthly box, all USA made. You know, the future is bright with them.
Rigid, strong.
Rigid.
Put it on a build.
Yep.
All right, next, Jared, why don't you talk about the fine folks over at MyMedic?
MyMedic, everyone's heard of them. They're kind of a top tier when it comes to building out your first aid kit and your go bag or whatever. A burn kit, at first it was like, wait, do we need this as shooters? Like, and then we kind of explored like all the potential ways you can get burnt at the range or otherwise, you know, whether it's hot brass or grabbing that
suppressor that melts inside of your sleeve. Yeah,
we've all done that. We don't want to admit we've done that, but we've done that.
The other cool thing was, so we're refilming this because the video was really bad and we forgot the microphone, admittedly. But in the meantime, you know, it's already early October. But there are people who, when they get their TacPacks in, you know, for this one, the middle of September, they go up and they post YouTube reviews. And there was a YouTube review of this pack where someone talked about how they were working on their car and they touched their exhaust manifold. So they're already able to put this to work, because let's be honest, I think the average gun enthusiast is also very self-reliant, meaning they're gonna DIY a lot of things themselves, whether it's home repair, car repair, things like that. We like to work with our hands, use tools, and so on and so forth. And in the process, whether it's grabbing the suppressor, which you shouldn't do, it's like the Home Alone scene where he grabs the front door, or even just hot brass or anything else of that matter, there's also other things you're gonna encounter in life. And I can't remember the last time we sent a burn pack, to be honest with you. Years ago?
Yeah.
And so we were talking with MyMedic, and it just made sense. It's a really nice unit. You know, I have friends of mine that subscribe to TacPack, And the thing they always tell me is that they want to build that either the glove box essentials or the back of their truck, maybe under the seat, or if they have an SUV in the back, that essential bag, or even your go bag at your house. I mean, I hope that everyone has in their closet ready to go a range bag or duffel bag with the essentials. And this is one of those things where you get it, you toss it in there, and at a moment's notice when you need it, you help your recovery time, so you help reduce the trauma and increase or speed up recovery time with something like this. Because when you burn yourself and you don't have a burn pack, it's a longer road to recovery. So I think that's a great item from MyMedic.
Yeah, and I mean, just trying to stay warm in the TacPack headquarters. We're probably gonna start a little fire over here later, and I might need this thing if I mess up.
So like the scene from Batman Begins, where we're all living on the streets, burning 55-gallon drum type, warming your hands over. That's what the TacPack shop is. It's either 90 degrees or 19 degrees.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now we're gonna talk about the Team Accessories Core Grip. And like all things TacPack, we're probably gonna send you 1 to 2 grips a year, and we go through a myriad of grips to pick the ones that we're gonna send to folks. And it's been a long time since we sent a rubberized grip with no beaver tail. And when we saw this grip, it just kind of made sense because it offers some variety and some uniqueness to our subscribers. It's got this really great storage compartment in the bottom. And then the rubberized grip texture gives a lot of feedback and improves grip purchase on your rifle. So if you've got a current rifle where you want to replace it, or like all things, you find a spare part and you start building a new rifle, the Team Accessories Core Grip is no exception to amazing. And I love how the rubberized texture goes up until kind of the top 2 fingers, and then it just has such an ergonomic fit because it gets a little thinner on the top of the spine. When we tried this grip out for the first time, I had never heard of Team Accessories Core until we got the sample product, and we were kind of kicking it around the office, throwing on a couple of the guns we have here, and we're like, this would be a perfect addition because we haven't done a rubberized grip in a while, and the texture is outstanding.
Yeah, I love this grip. Coincidentally, we were at the range a couple weeks ago, and we had the setup. We have this grip and the Nomad 4 grip Barricade stock.
On a 13.5.
On a 13.5, and they complement each other really well. That wasn't purposeful, putting them in the box together, but just the rubberized.
Yeah, because we're always playing and tinkering, and so that's the thing. When people send us grips, or anything for that matter, if it's a rail accessory, rail, whatever, the first thing we're gonna go do is go to the range and play with everything. So we'll take the few guns that we have around the shop, we'll modify them with the new pieces and parts, we'll go out and play with them. Hopefully we can get outside to go to either Dan's range or one of the other outdoor ranges here that's private, but like sometimes we gotta go shoot at indoor ranges, which we hate. But yeah, I mean, let's be real. We hate shooting at indoor ranges.
Yeah.
And we don't mind shooting at outdoor public ranges. What everybody really likes is to have the ability to go to a private outdoor range. I think that's the best. But yeah, I mean, complement each other really well.
Yeah.
I love the grip angle. It's not too vertical. It's not too
30 degrees.
30 degrees, right? I think that's really perfect. Very, very popular kind of grip angle for the modern gun builder. And the feedback on this. So now, again, we're shooting this video a little later because we had to reshoot it, but the feedback on this grip has been phenomenal. So if you want to grab more of them, we don't have any in the TacPack shop, but you could go over to Team Accessory Core, TAC, it's probably tacusa.com or something like that. You can go to Team Accessory Core's website and pick up more of these for other builds and things that you're doing.
If you're ever feeling down and people are making fun of you, just understand they're probably just jealous.
Jealous of the hat. That's right. This is not a bottle, and I would say everyone's like bourbon or whiskey, they're not the same thing. Well, all bourbon is whiskey, not all whiskey is bourbon. And when I think about this tube right here, it makes me think of a Scotch tube. And so we had a bunch of people who were like, did I get a bottle of Scotch? It's about as heavy as one too. Yeah. But no, it's not a tube of Scotch. It is
the Falco Tactical Gun Mat.
Thick boy.
Super thick.
Super thick.
That's the selling point on this thing, which is kind of funny. It's like,
You could
What?
bludgeon someone with it if you needed to.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
it's a tight fit.
girth. The girth.
Edit that out. Edit that. I don't know what. Edit the hat out.
You're a pervert. If you hear the word girth and you think it's a bad word.
Throw a poll up on the screen. What do you think of when you hear girth? You think of gun mats?
I think of this gun mat. What a unique pitch. They're like, hey, we made a gun mat and we made it like 4 times as thick as a standard gun mat. And we're like, so? Send us a sample. Let's see why that's important, why that's beneficial.
So then we used it with an armorer's block to pound out a pin for a trigger guard, and then we used it with the gas block jig. And I'll tell you, it's like a lot of gun mats wear out over time, and especially when solvent gets on them, it starts to break down the material and oils and stuff like that. Well, this one will soak up a little bit more, or absorb a little bit more, and coming out with a mat this thick, it just feels great, and you know you're not going to damage. Like I work on guns in my gun room in my basement, or when my wife and kids are gone for the day, I might turn on the TV upstairs and I might bring it up to the granite countertops and work on guns. And so I don't need a scenario where I'm ruining those granite countertops and my wife's going to annihilate me. Right, but one of the things that complements this, or one of the great points of this, this is clear by the way, one of the great points about this mat is it's long enough to work on your AR-15. So every year we're gonna send you 1 pistol mat, 1 rifle mat, and I believe the Falco tactical mat is the best rifle mat we've ever sent.
Yeah, without naming other brands, I mean, I'm not gonna go back and use a thinner style after, if I have this in my possession. It's just,
you can stand to work on this mat and not damage or tarnish the surfaces beyond it. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there are as many mats out there as people think that will offer that level of protection.
Yeah.
So we're a huge fan. I think that Falco really nailed it with how they constructed this. It does have the schematic of a basic, AR-15 or M4, which is nice, but the real value of this mat is its heavy-duty design and overall thickness. So we're excited. That's the rifle mat for 2023, and we're looking at a few right now for 2024 to select the rifle mat for 2024. Maybe we'll send the Falco. No, but now we kind of know. We know what we want in looking for a new mat, and so they've raised the bar on our standard when looking at rifle mats for the future. All right, JR. Tell everybody about it. Snap into a M2 Mag Slim Jim.
a M2 polymer mag, tough as nails. We beat the shit out of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did we drop an envelope?
No, we didn't drop an envelope, but I do want to show. I'm gonna go grab it.
Okay.
In the case that there's ever an anvil war going on, and your mags are sitting on top of cinder blocks, I want to make, and this is gonna be a hot take. I want to make an argument for polymer mags versus steel GI mags. I'm gonna come to the camera and show this. Now, the other day we put 2 mags back to back. One was another polymer manufacturer, not the M2. The other one was a steel GI mag. We dropped an anvil on both of them at the same time. They're like this. Here is the end result. So if you ever find yourself in an anvil war, that's what happened when we dropped the anvil on the GI mag. It totally killed the feed lips to no end. All right, the M2 mag has an incredible grip texture, well-thought base plate, and overall, we've dropped this thing 100 times, and it's got solid feed lips that aren't gonna split and crack. Really happy with the M2. We've been using them for quite some time now, and they've provided great magazines for everybody. Not the plus box item, but equally as important as the plus box item.
Oh.
I feel like since JR is building his own rifle now in the shop, I feel like there was some influence,
There's some influence there.
with this gun that he chose to use in his drawing. Like all things, this is the artist. I don't need to talk about it. He's gonna talk about it because his designs are. It is becoming a cult following. I think some folks are just looking forward to the next sticker or patch that this guy's putting out.
I want to be a cult leader.
You-
This hat kind of has cult leader.
It's something.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's something.
Yeah, but yeah, this month's sticker, I like turtles.
I like turtles.
All to say, it's a diverse kit with great stuff, including the weird turtle sticker that JR is trying to justify. But that's not all. And this month, we brought a plus box item that is one of those things that everybody wants. Sometimes you don't want to spend the money on it. So we said, you know what? We're going to bring it to market in the TacPack Plus, and we're extremely excited about it. JR, it's on this rifle.
Oh, imagine that. Where could it be?
I don't know.
Am I warm?
Cold, hot, getting hot, or real hot.
Whoa.
Right there. All right.
Sylvan arms, folding stock adapter, Gen
Boom.
3.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to flag you. Oh wait, the bolt's back. Hold on.
Nelly.
Say it again. Sylvan.
Sylvan arms, Gen 3, folding stock adapter.
No wonder it wouldn't fold because the bolt was held it up. All right, so here you go. This is, I don't want to flag you. This is the Gen 3 Sylvan Arms folding stock adapter. 180 or 90? What is it?
I don't know.
Over, it doesn't matter. The value is over what you paid for the TacPack Plus in just this part right here. It's incredible. And with a flick of the wrist, there you go. So you can keep this in a smaller bag, under the seat of your truck, whatever. What else do we want to talk about? You want to talk about the Christmas pack?
I do want to talk about the Christmas pack. I also, real quick, I want to make this point very clear about the TacPack Plus. So this month, we reviewed the TacPack Plus for September. Now the TacPack Standard is all this stuff minus the Silven folding stock adapter. One thing about the TacPack Plus, the Plus box item will always beat it by 30 or 40 bucks what you pay for the box. I think that's such an important point.
So your point is, TacPack Plus costs 130 plus 10 shipping for 140.
Right.
And usually just the Plus box item is worth at least 150 to 200.
Exactly. I think that's such an important point.
Yeah, we guarantee it's at least worth 120.
Yeah.
But we're beating that usually in the 140 to 180 range. When you're basically, for the one product you're getting, or for whatever you're getting in the Plus box, that's covering your cost. Then you get everything in the standard TacPack.
Yeah, it's great.
So that you can build cool shit. I think, and this is the guy, okay? This is the guy building the Patriot Pack. This is the guy building the Glock box. This is the guy building the Christmas pack. Why don't you tell everybody about the 2023 TacPack Christmas box?
You know, I would be happy to. What if, instead of me explaining it, we asked the one and only Tactical Santa Claus, who happens to be visiting our shop here in the next few minutes. Should we talk to him?
If Tactical Santa's here, I want to talk to him.
Let's do it. Fade.